What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new playthrough. Yes, guys, we are here in a new mod pack that, well, I guess it's a couple months old by now. Maybe a few months. I'm not actually sure the release date, but it is a new skyblock pack from the FTB team called FTB Skies. It sounds like this pack is supposed to be updated throughout the different versions. I don't know if like your worlds will be able to carry over and stuff like that as the versions progress, but yeah, reading through the text on it, sounded like they're planning on keeping this to be a thing going forward. So yes, we started the mod pack and we're here on this, I guess it's an airship? Not, well, it's like a blimp of some description anyway. You got like wings and like a thing above us, and we're down here. There's a lot of stuff. Look at all this loot. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't break any of the blocks. This is all like adventure mode or whatever. You start off with all these things in my inventory and you're presented with this portal. So yeah, I've already explored this ship before. I played a little bit of this pack on live streams recently, but I feel like this is probably going to be better suited for a YouTube playthrough. But anyway, you're presented with this portal right when you spawn in. I think it's directly behind you. The journey begins here. So we have to go through here, and then we can choose the type of island that we want to start on. So you can do like a compact machine style playthrough. Feel like that'd be very claustrophobic and boring. There's a chosen island. You got your standard sky block, whatever this anti-sky is. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then the FTB Sky Island. This is the starting island that I chose in my playthrough. I think we're going to choose it again. Well, my playthrough that I did on stream. I think we're going to choose it again here on this YouTube playthrough. So yeah, this is a nice island. We got different colored grass. This is the Botania Vivid and Dry Grass. Looks like we got a tadpole, we got some squid, a dolphin, all sorts of cool things going on in here. Pufferfish, looks like. So yeah, we start off, we get a little bit of flax around, which is great. Some trees, all sorts of things like that. Probably the first thing you want to do when you start up this world, though, is go into the quest book and click into here and see what it has to say. So welcome to FTB Skies, a new skyblock pack for 1.19.2 that will continue on into the future versions of Minecraft. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if this world will be able to be upgraded, but I think the pack is going to live on in future versions. These quests are entirely optional, but it'll help you guide you through the adventures on the skyblock world. Blah, 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 how to use a quest book. So here's some XP, an Inferno Carrot, and an ability bottle. So this has the abilities in it, the everlasting abilities. We saw that previously, I think in Project Ozone 3, was it? Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks like we have force crystals. Let's take a look here. So yeah, getting started. I guess we should choose this one. Create or join a team island. Well, we've already done that. It's going to give us an Akashic Tome. Okay. Where's the very first thing to start off with? I guess that would be, well, here or here. Let's start off here. Log tree. So this wants us to get 16 logs, grow the sapling you spawn with, and chop it down. Okay. And then say we can sift the leaves. So there's that. Some bone meal. Nice. And this does have vein miner in it. It is defaulted to the grave key like it normally is in these packs. So there we go. And it has fast leaf despawn, which is great. I like that. So we'll go ahead and grow a few more because we're definitely going to need more wood as we progress through the early game in this pack until we get ourselves a way to automate getting wood in the future. So yeah, I think one more tree ought to do it just to get us started here. And the nice thing is we're also getting some early game food. Yeah, we do have that golden carrot they gave us, but now we have a few other things that we can munch on. Don't want to munch on this because this will, well, maybe you can have one. But yeah, that one will do some damage to you. It looks like a little poison or hunger or something along those lines anyway. Okay, so now that we have the wood, we'll give a golden apple and some oak leaves. Fantastic. I'm twerked about twerk. Squat no grow. So dancing around your trees doesn't seem to encourage growth, contrary to all standard botanical knowledge. Yeah, so there's no twerk mod in this mod pack. Luckily, there are plentiful sources of bone meal. Either make some in a composter or sift it from dust. All right. So this wants us to make a composter. That's our first task here. Well, I guess our first task was growing the trees, but our first crafting task is to make a composter. So we'll do that and that, and boom, composter get. All right. So that's going to give us some more bone meal, a gilded barrel, a mushroom barrel, and 2 vanilla hoppers. Great. Okay, so now that we have those things, I don't think this is unlocked, right? Yeah, I think we have to do flax next. And then there's also cobblestone down here for us to do. Okay, so the first thing, stringing you along, string can either be harvested from flax or found on your island. Bone meal will allow the flax to grow much faster. Well, of course it will. All right, so where's our flax? It's over here. Let's go grab this. And we can just right click the bottom of it to harvest it. Or you could punch it and replant it, but right clicking the bottom of it definitely makes the most sense. There's a little bit of flax, one string. And I think that's all we needed in order to complete this quest, right? Yeah, 1 string. So bone meal, flax seeds, and some straw. Awesome. Okay, so the next quest beyond that wants us to make a mesh. This quest line down here wants us to do cobblestone. This might actually be the next best thing we should do. Sneak right click grass or dirt to collect rocks. These can be crafted into cobblestone. You'll also find soil, which can be combined for dirt in the same way. And then there was more text to read there, but ain't nobody got time to read all that text. All right, let's put all this stuff in my inventory here. So shift right click, just holding down right click. Yep, we are producing all of these different rocks, which is great. And it looks like the tooltip at the top, if you're looking at entities, actually tells you how many are in the stack, which is kind of nice. I don't think I noticed that before. Anyway, that's probably enough for now. All right, so we have these. You can combine them into cobblestones and a little bit more, and then this turns into dirt. Boop. Sweet. So the next quest, after doing this wanted us to have 16 of those. We got a little bit more than 16. Ooh, we get a pet rock. Let's take a look at this thing. Pet rock. Right click. Nothing. Right click. Pet rock. It looks like a face. Can I move it? Oh, it's wandering. It's out of here. Okay, bye. Bye, pet rock. Can I like right click it? I never looked at this thing before. Oh. Do you want rocks? I'm sure there is something that I can do with the pet rock to like tame it or whatever. I don't know how to do that. Does it say in here somewhere? It probably does. I'll look at that off camera. This is not a drill. Hammer time. So hammers to crush blocks into finer blocks. So this wants us just to make any sort of hammer. Stone, iron, gold, netherite, or diamond. Probably stone hammer is what we want to make here. So we need 3 sticks, or I guess 3 stone rods, and 2 cobblestone in order to do that. So there's our hammer. That'll complete this quest. And there's a stack of cobble and some XP. So at this point, I feel like the next thing that we should do is take some of the wood that we gathered and just make a large chest. We are running out of space. Now, they did give us these barrels. These also can store items. So I might just plop these down here and we can use those a little bit later. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and throw like most of the stuff that we have in here just to clean my inventory out because we got a lot of stuff. All right, so the next thing it wanted us to do is to make 1 gravel, 1 sand, and 1 dust. So that can be accomplished just from 1 cobblestone. So we'll just go ahead and hammer this. There is the gravel requirement, the sand requirement, and the dust requirement for that quest. So this quest is now complete. That's going to give us 16 of each of these, which is great. And it looks like mesh is the next thing that we need to do. So a string mesh is 1 string and 8 sticks. All right, so that's pretty simple. So we need that 1 string. We don't have very many sticks, but we can fix this. So I will grab these and these, a little bit of that, 1 of these, some of this, boom. All right, so we do that and wrap the sticks around, and there's our string mesh. All right, so now that that's done, that's gonna give us 2 wooden hoppers and some more food. Fantastic. Okay, so sugarcane. Do we have sugarcane? We don't have sugarcane. So the sun is going down. This is generally around the time where you're going to be like, oh no, I got to light up the island and all this kind of stuff. Well, thankfully, this island is already pre-lit for us, although maybe this area over here is something that we need to worry about. But everything over here, I know for sure, is illuminated properly. I think F9? No, not F9. F7? Light overlay. I don't see anything bad. Is the light overlay actually working? I think it must be. Yeah, we would see red X's or something if there was not enough light around. So I think we're good. There appears to be something providing light. Must be like invisible light sources or something around here. So I think we're okay. It doesn't look like we're going to have anything that's spawning. So that takes care of my immediate worries. We'll just go ahead and put all this stuff away for now. Okay, so the next thing, yeah, sugarcane. That was something. How do we get sugarcane? How do we get it? We don't have any around the island. So in order to do this, we need to put sand in the string mesh through a sifter. We should probably bookmark that so I remember it. And the sifter is create, it looks like, right? So in order to do that, we need a wooden gear, 2 planks, cobble, and then 3 smelted stone. So that means that we actually need to make ourselves a furnace. So that's our next goal. Furnaces need fuel in order to operate, correct? So we also need to get ourselves some wood so we can turn to charcoal. This is probably a good time for me to just start planting random trees around. Now there are plenty of logs already available here. I could just chop down this tree, but those custom trees look pretty good. There's also wood piles. We come over here, we can take a look. Yeah, there's these wood piles over here that we could just vein mine and take, but I kind of like the aesthetic of them, right? Also, these trapdoor things, yeah, there is some secrets in these. I think there's at least 2 secrets, yeah. So by default, when you start this island, this trapdoor is down, and look right here, there's a barrel, and this barrel has an Easter egg in it. We'll save that for later. I know what that does, but you might not know, but I'll save it for later. There's another barrel here, and then this one has a charm of levitation, an iron wand, an angel block, and the endless sky. I don't remember. I think that's just a poem. Yeah, there's a haiku in there. Okay. The angel block. This is from Angel Block Renewed. This is pretty cool. So we've seen angel blocks in the past, but this one, if you right click it, places it at your furthest distance away that you can place and place in midair, right? Instant break. I don't know if there's a way you can place it closer. No. So you can either place it as a regular block or it places as far away as your reach normally would allow you to place it. So I like this block. It immediately goes into your inventory when you break it. It's very cool. Okay, so yeah, Easter egg we're going to save for later. And then the endless sky we'll put away for now. Okay, so we do have all these trees planted. We do have a little bit of wood remaining that we can do some stuff here. So I guess I will do 3, I think it's, I can never remember. I think it is 2 planks to 3 logs. Is that right? I'm pretty sure that's right. So we will go ahead and make some charcoal up right away. And then we can take this charcoal and we can smelt down some cobblestone, right? Smelt down some cobblestone, get the smooth stone. Yeah, let's go ahead and wait for this to finish up and then we'll continue on, guys. Right, so we're done smelting and I have our 8 stone here. I went ahead and I used some of our bone meal to bone meal our flax, and I got enough so I could make 3 wool, and then I made a white sleeping bag out of the 3 wool. So now we have a bed. I was able to sleep through the night, and it looks like we had our first tree grow. So I'll just go ahead and vein mine, chop that down, plant a new sapling. Oh, we have some more saplings over here. Great. Yep. So the next thing that we needed to do was to make the sifter. And in order to do that, we needed all these things once again. So I am going to need some regular cobblestone. And we're probably going to need some sticks or some planks. Okay. So let's take a look at this. So I am missing a gear. And in order to make that, I need a button. So let's make one button. And then we should be able to make the wooden gear. Very good. And beyond that, we can make ourselves our sifter. Awesome. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Sifter, I guess we're just going to place it here for now. It's got a weird texture on top. Okay. Yeah, so now that we have that, I do believe we need to place our mesh on it. There we go. Okay, and then we have to power this thing somehow. So let's go back to the quest book and see what this has to say. Why am I on this tab? Oh, right. Yeah, I was going through the questing book here and I saw that we had an exclamation thing. So I clicked on this and that's going to give us a shape builder. This is from getting that construction wand out of the secret earlier, right? So a shape builder and then a builder's tee. Right. So we have those rewards. So progression. We have made this. Okay, and that's going to give us 8 more flax, and it's going to give us force pack with 0 of 8 slots. Don't actually know what the force pack is. It's some kind of a backpack, I would imagine. Maybe. It doesn't say it has a thing. Does this go on our back? I don't know. Maybe this is just a thing you right click on. Okay. Yep. So it's just an in-inventory that you can open, like a backpack, I guess. With 8 slots. Great. Okay, so we have that now. Going back to the quest book, though, for the getting started section. So back to here, this wanted us to also make a hand crank. That's something we didn't make. So that is a wood button, 3 planks, and cobblestone. It's all very easy to do. Let's go ahead and make... Oh, I can't make that. We'll just make an oak button. And there we go. Hand crank. Okay, so the hand crank, I don't think attaches to this thing. No, it doesn't attach like that. Oh, I also made a bunch of tools. Did I mention that earlier? Might have mentioned that earlier. So the hand crank we need to attach to this somehow. And I can't remember, but I think you have to make like a gearbox in order for this to actually work. So gearbox. Yeah, I think this is what we needed. So we need this guy here. Is that right? This might be right. We need this guy here. So in order to make the gearbox, we need andesite casing, which means we need andesite alloy, which means... Can we even make this yet? Zinc nuggets? How do we even get iron nuggets? I think I missed a step here. What am I hearing? Is there... Oh, there's trees growing behind me. And we got a frog! Frogger! Hey, little buddy. Okay. Well, yeah, we got to figure out how we're going to do this, how we're going to get the gear actually cranking to start off with. So let me take a moment here and figure out what I'm missing. All right, so I felt like I was missing something. There was no practical way for me to make a gearbox or anything like that in order for us to run the sifter. Turns out on the bottom of it, there is the place where you place the hand crank. Yeah, so you can't turn the sifter on its side. It always has to be facing up, so you have to place it above like this, and then you can place this here. Or I guess we could actually place it one lower, and then go into a hole like this, and then place that here. But either way, we need to be able to place that. Yeah, let me grab this dirt back, and then that's just gonna fill in my hole here. Okay, so... we place the mesh on there, and then we can turn this thing. This does use hunger, though. So look at my hunger bar. You can see the little cross hatch behind the hunger. As I right-click on that, that does go forward, and boom, it's gone all the way back to the end. That used half a hunger haunch, once the cross hatch goes all the way to the front there, all the way to the left. Anyways, so now the next thing we need to do is to sift something. So what did it want us to sift? We need gravel alloys. Well, actually, let's go ahead and claim all of our rewards. It's going to give us 4 more. Oh, that does give us a cogwheel. That was probably the thing that I was looking for earlier. But either way, we have this set up now. With the cogwheel, though, we probably could just place it on the side, have this on the ground, and then spin the crank on this thing. But it's not necessary. I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. Yeah, we can just continue to do it like this for now. Right, so we need to get something in there. So gravel, we just right click a gravel, it disappears. Yep, the gravel just goes away. And we can just right click this, and this will do the sifting for us. So yeah, you can see the little animation as it is spinning. It is sucking the gravel down, sifting it through, It is kind of a weird animation that it squishes the block instead of like, I don't know, making it clip through the other block. So it looks like it's actually going through the machine, but you know, it is what it is. You get some point across. So I right clicked on there. I got myself 5 iron nuggets. So now we can make, the alloy or whatever. Getting back to the quest book though, that's going to give us the andesite alloy. So you don't actually have to make it. Fish stew and some andesite. Okay, very good. So we got our original andesite going now, and then we can upgrade our string mesh to an andesite mesh. So going back to here, we need an andesite alloy wrapped in sticks in order to upgrade that. And if we take a look at the uses, we can see that the andesite mesh, if we run gravel through, gives us all of these different ores at a different % chance. Yep. So the string mesh, I don't think we looked at that before. The string mesh, if you put gravel through it, only gives you iron nuggets at a 40% chance. So you immediately want to upgrade to the andesite mesh as soon as you can, and we can right now. So let's go ahead and just do the upgrade. So there's the andesite alloy plus some sticks, and there's an andesite mesh. Okay, we can get rid of this. I guess you can't right click it. Shift right click? Okay. And there's that guy, and then we can throw the rest of our gravel on here. Like so. You can also use a hopper to feed into this thing, by the way. And this should yield us a lot better results. We'll get a possibility of getting diamonds and emeralds, along with iron ores and zinc ores and all sorts of other good stuff. You can see all the things that are in there right now. We got a diamond already, which is fantastic. But yeah, there are ways that we are going to automate this in the future. We are not going to have to spin this hand crank for forever. That's going to be one of the first things that we look at doing. Wow, we got 2 diamonds actually. That's going to be one of the first things we look at doing is getting beyond this point. This mod pack also has a thing where if you eat different foods, it gives you more health, right? More like yellow hearts and then orange hearts or whatever. So yeah, we'll go ahead and like nom different foods here. These particles that show up on the screen are what tell you that you've eaten something new. I guess that didn't do anything as far as new food, but did fill up our hunger quite significantly, so that's good. What else do we have in here? Hearty meal. Probably want to eat something. Builder's tea. Yeah, this is something you can eat, but doesn't have anything as far as new food things go. Let's eat one of these, maybe. There we go. Some more particles. Good. I don't know how many foods you have to eat in order to get a new heart. It might be 5, might be 3. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, now that we have this stuff done, we can move on and look at getting this automated. All right, guys. So when I was playing this pack before on live stream, remember, I didn't get very far in this pack, by the way, on stream. Just enough to do the early game and kind of get a few things situated. So I don't know what's all later on in this pack. But anyway, when I was playing this on stream, the tadpole that spawned in here turned into a frog, and then it just was jumping all over the place. It seemed to like follow me around for some reason. I'd be over here, it'd come towards me, I'd be over there, it would follow me over there eventually, and then eventually it just ended up jumping off the edge. Yeah, unfortunate. So this time around, I went ahead and I dug a hole, and I have placed the frog down in there. It's fine. Frogs like dark 1x1 block holes to live in, trust me. But anyway, yeah, we're going to leave it down there until we have some sort of way for us to get a lead or whatever and like make it so it can't jump off the edge. Also, I was just looking up about the pet rock. So if we look at the @pet rock mod, yeah, we can hover over this item. It says use to tame a pet rock and for crafting rock kibble. So in order to make one of these things, and you can smelt the rocks that we get from shift right clicking into stonium, right? So I just got done smelting up 8 of these. So let's see if we can tame this guy. I assume we just right click on it. So it gave me heart. Oh, do I only need 1? It's smiling now. Does it just follow me? Like, how does that work? Oh, it's following me. It's following me. Get away from me, man. And if I do that, it looks at me. I think that's like the sit. Yeah, I think that's what that is. So smile means it's following. If I get far enough away. And then that means sit. Okay. Well, we got that figured out. This thing's a little weird. It is kind of funny that they made a pet rock. I also saw that there's stone legs used for crafting. If you right click on this, you do a pet rock with stone legs, and then you can do a pet rock with legs. No idea what that looks like, but apparently that's a thing. I saw there was a pet rock order form. I don't know how this works. Like, where do you place that to order one? I don't know. But yeah, I saw that you can't just craft this pet rock. It comes from this quest. Oh, you know what? There's a care guide. I guess we could make that if I have the stuff for a book. But anyway, getting a little bit distracted here with the pet rock. But yeah, I was sitting here crafting and I heard like footsteps, would sound like a creeper. It was just this guy roaming around. So now it won't do that anymore. So that's good. So yeah, we have this stonium. We can use this in the future, I guess, to make the kibble. I'm not sure what this does. Does your pet rock die from hunger eventually if you don't feed it? I don't know. Also, I ended up making some more storage here. We were running out. So yeah, I put all of our stuff that we just sifted into this chest and then blocks into this chest. Just kind of like, just some basic separation here, some organization, I guess. I guess we could also move this crafting table back one. There we go. It's a little bit better. Cool. So in order to progress further, really what we're going to have to do, oh, this gives us a bucket. That's nice. And some cooked pork chops. In order to progress further, we're going to have to get into the water wheels so we can automate this. And then we'll have to automate the actual ore production. And there's some pretty cool ways with a mod that I had never used before this pack to do such things using the pedestals mod. So we'll be checking that out next time. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode. The first episode of FTB Skies. So far, this is a fun pack. It doesn't seem exceptionally challenging, like there isn't crazy hard, difficult recipes that you need to grind for. And that is actually what I'm looking for a little bit of a change. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.